Boom.
All right, Towers of Doom. These are the finals.
Again, this is the finals, Ducks. Again, this is my favorite map in the whole game, simply because you can come back from anything. You can have 1 core health left and still come back from that.
I agree.
That's why it's my favorite map.
I feel like we almost saw that in the first game of the series.
In the first game, yeah. They had 3 core health left or something, right?
They had 3, and I feel like
they almost mounted.
They almost did it. Yeah.
All right, so first ban. Who do you think they're gonna do?
Well, you got to remember that Winions have not played Li-Ming yet, so they probably don't know to expect the Abathur.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
They probably don't know to expect the Abathur.
Someone on their team has intel.
Right. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I feel like pretty standard bans, man. I think you're going to see a Dahaka ban.
Dahaka for sure. I think Kime is definitely going to want to pick Abathur. Now, if I were Kime, I would probably leave that till like last.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, they got him, boys!
We did it, Reddit.
Hey, you just got rocked, dude!
You get... Okay.
Wow, okay, alright. Winions are here to win, man.
Yeah, Winions aren't messing around, man.
They aren't messing around.
Okay, so even though you know, obviously Weasel's not on Winions, and Nubrak's still a perfectly viable pick.
Nubrak is still a ridiculous hero.
I mean, would you say that he's like S tier, right, basically?
I would say he's S tier. He's absolutely S tier. Very few heroes that completely counter him. Zul'jin's one. But like he just shuts down so many things. And to me this kind of signals that they might be going for like heavy magic damage.
I think you're probably right. Again, you know, Kieri plays a lot of Li-Ming, okay?
There's a lot of mazes,
doesn't want to deal with that.
And like Nubrak not only doesn't take any damage from Li-Ming, but his beetles counter her skill shots.
Right, his beetles block the shots, correct.
It's so annoying.
Okay, so
alright, so blue team's picking here.
Varian, I like a Varian pick. Varian fills out a lot of different roles.
Solid.
I like Uther.
Okay.
Okay,
Uther's
so
great.
you don't see Kieri play Uther very often. She usually plays Lili. Okay, so Asmodan on Towers of Doom. I play a lot of Asmodan, and I feel like Null Pointer plays very similar to me. He has a build that I typically use. This is a good map for Asmodan, not his best. Okay, so there's the Mouth. We talked about this before. Haven't seen Mouth much this series, and this really surprises me.
So you can see what they're going for, right? Varian Mouth.
They're going
for a delete comp.
They're going for a blow up comp. That's exactly right. So we saw in the games before, we were talking about double supports and how there are teams who are basically, their goal is to just like just get on somebody and blow them up. That's like your ETC Mouth kind of comps. And then there's and then there's teams that are they're built around just sort of like wearing you down over time. And I think that's what we saw before, and then now we're seeing the other one, the pick-off comp.
The aggressive, the kind that I like the most, the aggressive pick-off Rainer ban.
So
that's interesting.
With Leoric and Varian, they can walk right into somebody. I mean, so with the taunt, and then you've got the backup Entomb. Very good so far. We've got the Uther and the Asmodan, no mobility on those heroes at all.
Yep. One could actually argue that maybe not the best first picks for Li-Ming, right?
Right.
I think they're good picks in general. Maybe not first picks. But they still have 3 picks to fill out. They can still turn this draft around.
So what do you think,
Morgan's going to go Diva?
I think Morgan very well could go Diva, right? We know that he plays Diva and he plays Tracer, and I would not play Tracer into Varian Mouth.
I wouldn't play Diva into Varian Mouth.
I probably wouldn't either, but those are the heroes that we know him for.
For sure.
If you were drafting against this...
I really do like the Leoric pick here, though.
I think it's great. If you were playing against this, what would you pick?
Johanna Jaina, huh. I would definitely pick... Okay.
I will say... Okay, just really quickly, I like that, okay? Because they want... Now, it's kind of hard because there's no mobility on the Jaina, okay? And they want mobility, but they also want, if Varian charges somebody, they entomb a Ring of Frost, a Ring of Frost into an Asmodan dunk into what like that's a lot of counter initiation.
The Chromie pick, I called it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, although we
Nazeebo, I love this. I love this.
Yeah,
what a great draft.
Nazeebo is the textbook against high ability damage like that. There's no auto attacker, so he can very safely go Superstition.
Yeah, absolutely. No, what you were saying though.
I was gonna say
Frost is a great counter engage to
right.
Entomb, because Entomb goes out, you counter engage and just blow them up, and that kind of thing has happened to me like all the time. Like, I will be playing Leoric, I'll Entomb somebody, Crystal Aegis goes down, Nazeebo would drop Ravenous Spirit and just blow us up.
Right. I think maybe a Falstad would have been good, right? Like, because you could just gust out the initiation. I think Zarya might have been really good, so you can just shield somebody who gets initiated on.
Oh, Zarya would have been perfect, actually.
And I actually think that maybe rather than the Johanna, you could have seen a Tyrael.
Mm-hmm. I definitely would have liked to have seen maybe double tank from Li-Ming, right?
Yeah. Just in terms of
it feels
comp,
like the front line's a little lacking. I really don't like the Greymane, because as soon as Greymane dives in, what's going to happen? He's going to get rooted, he's going to get stunned, he's going to get taunted.
Right, he's going to get, 6 to... Because in order to get to the Chromie, right? In order to get to the Chromie, you got to go through...
And I definitely see what they were going for. They were like, we need a way to deal with this Chromie.
Right.
But if that's the case, you could go any number of heroes. Zeratul would be great. He has an escape. You could go Valera. Although, we're talking Malf, and Malf has Scouting Drone. Not for long, but...
No, not for long. Malf, he's going to see some nerfs in the next patch. Not nerfs necessarily, but definitely a change in his playstyle. He won't have Scouting Drone, okay? He won't have Mule, okay? Right now, he can kind of do everything. Like, he can poke, he can heal over time,
great.
He has a big silence, he has structural regeneration, he has vision. Definitely very interesting that we haven't seen him at all.
Alright, good snipe from Daffodil. What it looks like, honestly, it looks like blue team has the better wave clear. That's something I didn't even consider.
Yeah, but it's not really a wave clear map, is it?
No, you're right. Wave clear is somewhat less important on this map. Bottom lane is untouched so far.
I really like... I'm gonna talk about this for a little bit. I really like...
Hold on.
First of all, the 4-man rotation.
This is a really good rotation, but nothing happened. Oh.
I like where you're going with it, though.
Yep, it was a smart decision, but, however, look at this. Mid lane, they're losing so much XP mid lane.
They are.
They're overcommitting.
Red team.
Yeah, no, you're right. And in fact, they just gave a bunch of stacks to Asmodan.
Just killed Johanna.
Asmodan is 1 minute into the game and he has 9 stacks.
That's crazy.
So you got to be careful on those 4-man rotations. You stand still,
for sure.
Asmodan's gonna stack you up.
I think, just judging from the
there it is again.
This is gonna be an uphill battle for Li-Ming, right? We'll see what happens, because I think they might be able to pull it off. But it's going to be an uphill battle.
Okay, very interesting build on Chromie, right? You have the Q talent at 1, and then the W talent on at 4.
Interesting. Yeah, opting not to go for Bronze Talons or Piercing Sands. If you were to ask me, I thought that would have been a full Q build. Really good snipes coming out from Daffodil, though.
Kieri might be in trouble. There goes the root.
All Chromie has to do is just hang back and keep peppering them.
Well, and that's the thing. And this is kind of what I was talking about before was I like the pick-off comp to begin with. Like we were saying before, we wanted to see some really aggressive drafts. And the other thing is that even if they choose not to be aggressive...
Johanna goes down. Goes down.
Chromie about to go down. Yep, Greymane being very impactful. So
Nazeebo's able to stall out Asmodan bottom lane, but for how long, right?
Right.
And Leoric is...
He's out. He's out.
No. Nope. He chose to stay. He could have just kept walking, but he chose to stay. Nazeebo did not stall out Asmo. Asmo got the shots.
I do feel like, yeah, blue just needs to get out of there. It's
Yeah, this is fine. They got 2, right? So it's totally fine for them.
It was a good attempt, but it's over. Yeah.
They got what they needed to. They're still, like, they're a full level up.
Kime may be in trouble here.
Dana's in trouble. I think
Oh, that's
dead.
big. But Johanna is there to finish up the soak.
The Scapegoat doing an excellent job with the Orc so far. He got the kill on Johanna earlier on. He's doing a really good job frontlining. Daffodil doing an incredible job with Chromie.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, man.
How many stacks is Chromie at for Q?
10 out of 25. 19 out of 25 stacks on Sieging Wrath.
Asmodean's getting there. Judging from Li-Ming's comp, it's definitely a late game comp. They're gonna struggle early on. They're gonna lose team fights, but it's gonna swing. It's probably gonna swing around a little bit once they hit 10. So if I were Li-Ming right now, I would be not committing too hard to team fights. Just soak, just get up to 10, and then see where it goes from there.
Scapegoat barely getting out on top.
I would also like to see a little more consideration for the Merc camps.
Right.
Because the Merc camps on this map respawn much faster than other camps on other maps. And
So
they're not like giants. Like, you don't have to time them for the objective. You can just get them whenever.
Dover going
Right
mid to
now.
catch a couple last hits and then rotating back down bottom. I really like that. He hasn't lost any experience.
Oh, wow, Kime.
Oh my god.
Chromie is going in, but is not able to secure the last Q. Here's a fun fact. If Chromie had gone Bronze Talons, that would have been a kill.
I was just about to say that. Bronze Talons would have secured that kill.
Not only does it increase her auto attack range by 35%, it increases the damage after a Q by like 300%. It hits so hard. It's basically like another Q.
Okay, so Li-Ming did not have their tank at the moment.
Line is up. You know what? I really like the Slowing Sands pick here. Chromie has hit 8, which means she has her ult now, and she has Slowing Sands, which means she can force the enemy team out.
Okay, Dover is on the objective right now.
And he got it.
And he got it. He snaked it out, yeah.
Slowing Sands, the blue team was not able to go in and delay. That was excellent placement of Slowing Sands.
Pretty aggressive on Kime. It might... Oof, yeah, it's pretty rough.
Aggressive on Varian.
Pretty
Varian
aggressive.
A little too far in. The Scapegoat might have bitten off a little more he can chew, but he's by his towers, he's fine. So here's the thing, though. Blue team's still up a level, although red team catching up. It does look like blue team is having better soak right now. Red team is focusing more on rotations, right? And sometimes, often, that means that they're leaving lanes open, which means that they're losing XP. See, right now, blue team is getting the fort, or sorry, not the fort, the tower's bottom lane. This is really good for them. Kime in trouble.
They're gonna hit 10 though, and she's gonna turn right around.
Gets out. Amazingly enough, Kime gets out.
Yep, got a Hearthstone to safety.
Pretty standard picks. We'll see what Johanna wants to do.
Li-Ming could probably be pressing the advantage a little bit harder with 10.
This is Morgan, right? Okay. Morgan has previously taken Falling Sword on Johanna, but he goes for the Blessed Shield now. He was thinking about it, right? Oh,
there's a root.
He gets out.
Okay, both teams now have their talents. Okay, so we didn't see the Entomb. We actually went March the Black King and then Gargantuan.
Arch, that's so interesting.
Divine Shield on the Uther. And Cursed
Yeah,
Bullet.
maybe that's why, right? Maybe they just thought if they Entomb that Uther would just Divine Shield whoever gets
I think they're probably right. I think that might be the best decision.
That's a smart pick then, yeah. Johanna in pretty deep. Blessed
Shield goes out. Silence goes out, but it didn't get very many.
Asmodunk chunks them.
Okay, Nazebo in trouble.
Very low.
Okay, we still don't see a Scapegoat. Well, Scapegoat kind of fighting with Asmodean top. And Nazebo goes down. 2 heroes down from Winions at this point. It looks like it's about to
Maybe
be 3.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, there's 3.
There we go.
Kime continues to be really impressive.
His Jaina is fearsome.
And there we go. Let's go ahead and take these minions, right?
Yeah. So this is
These
exactly what I was
mercenaries.
talking about. Blue team was going to struggle on early on, but as soon as they hit 10, they just turned it on. Blue team should
Okay,
not be
well,
here right
actually,
now.
yeah, there's
Blue team
big
needs to
ring.
Get out. Wait a minute, they're forcing red team out? Big ol' Asmodome.
Wow, that's unreal.
He made that though, gets caught in the slowing sands. Morgan Coke pops unstoppable. Runs on out of there.
So Winions actually
Tries
able to
cut him
force
off,
them out of
but-
that.
Wow, Tuffer going really far forward. He wants to kill his wife so bad, dude.
It's entirely possible, yeah.
Kieri gets out. Barely.
Yeah, I maybe wouldn't have picked that fight, but it worked out for him.
Huh. Yeah.
Li-Ming about to hit 13, though. Yep, so they're a talent tier up and a level ahead.
Chromie does go for reaching through time, so she has the increased range.
Also
She probably
going...
feels safe enough that she doesn't need bye-bye.
I don't think she needs bye-bye either. Kime might be in trouble here.
Incredible zombie wall. The zombie wall didn't entrap.
Oh, and a
anything,
big
but it
W
did
from
body
Chromie.
block her, and that led to Jaina's death. What I really like from Daffodil right now is that he's placing down slowing sands, and then he's only letting it stay as long as he needs it to.
Right.
Right? As soon as it's no longer valuable in that spot, he removes it and then replaces it. Super, super good.
Ooh,
Chromie
right
play.
in the middle. So, Li-Ming down talent tier still, and it's a 4v5. So they are,
very,
but
very close.
I would just give this up if I were them, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. 13. 13s are up.
Gonna collapse on
Slowing
Morgan,
down.
looks like.
The scapegoat just ate Cursed Bullet, but he's Lure. He's healing up. Twilight Dream was
interrupted. Morgan may be going down here.
Leoric down.
Leoric down, Morgan
down. Chromie continuing to annihilate.
Chromie just blowing everybody
Twilight
up.
Dream finally goes out after the 10-second interrupt window. For those unaware, if you get interrupted while casting an ult, it goes on a 10-second cooldown. Alright, our team got the shrine. Core health is 28 to 24. Still anyone's game.
Still pretty even, though, honestly. It feels like
Still
momentum is with the Winions, but still very even.
Yep.
Neither
It
team
looks like
has...
Winions,
Go ahead.
Winions are adapting to Li-Ming's team fights, right?
Right.
They were struggling at first a little bit after they hit 10, but it looks like they're adapting now.
You know, the interesting thing is, we talked about how Morgan has gone Johanna multiple times this series, and that he has gone Falling Sword usually. In this particular case, like against the Chromie, I probably would have gone Falling Sword.
Absolutely.
And then you would want to pick up another tank as well.
For sure. Okay, Li-Ming rotates top, grabs the sappers. They could just get cleared by Chromie. We'll see what happens. Okay, they're getting escorted in. Morgan Coke is staying there just to make sure that they get value. A smart play.
Heroes, I have opened a tunnel near our core that connects the battleground.
Blue team is rotating down on red team. They're fighting underneath blue team's tower.
But without their tank, though.
Out their tank.
Li-Ming about to hit
Johanna's
16.
right behind them. Johanna's right there.
They don't have
And
Chromie.
they don't
This
have
could be
Chromie.
big.
They should fight this right now. Johanna's split off from them, but she's Johanna. She's living. It's a triple altar. We'll have to see what teams want to do here. They might just commit everyone top. They might send one person bottom. Here's the thing: if they send one person mid, whichever team has the 4 is going to be at a disadvantage. Yeah. See what
Morgan's getting chunked.
Li-Ming is at a massive disadvantage right now because all 5. Oh wait, Chromie wasn't there with them. That's why. Okay.
No, Chromie wasn't there. Well, Jaina's not there either.
Yeah. Twilight Dream goes out. Butts is way overextended. Gets the mouth kill, but dies in the process.
Big Ring of Frost from
Ring of
Jaina.
Frost goes out.
Look at the block. That body block
I really
from
like
Waddle
that
was
block from
huge.
Waddle do. However, if Jaina had been Frostbolt build, that would have been a kill. Because it would have pierced. He-Mace chasing Leoric. He is slowed.
May be able to pick it up, yeah.
Sure,
Yep, I think he's out. Oh,
100%.
yep. In case I'd go ahead and take this camp. Even though they know you're there, I'd go ahead and take it.
Yeah, you're not feeling threatened by that. You can absolutely get it. I think, yeah, momentum right now is definitely in the favor of Li-Ming.
I don't
They're
know
just
if...
able to so efficiently blow somebody up, and it's very hard for a mouth to react to burst.
That's right. I don't know
Mouth is
if I
more of
have
that
any...
Sustain... Alright, go ahead.
No, I was just say you finish your thought, but I feel like I don't have any way to see how many stacks Nazebo has.
Oh, yeah, okay. And the Zebo
That's
gets...
huge.
Right? He gets caught out. This is super huge, because now, guess what? They're gonna get a fort. And after they get this bottom fort, they're probably gonna rotate up and get mid fort.
Right, this is what we wanted to see in the last game, right? Getting
Yep,
aggressive.
absolutely.
I would go ahead and take this camp. You're right here. Yep, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, real quick like too.
And then
Red team scouts this out, but I don't think there's anything they can do about it.
they shouldn't do anything about it. So red team has to take their fort back, clear the minions. They're gonna lose mid keep in the meantime, and they're
I
likely
don't
gonna
think
lose.
Red team should be doing this. Red team should just ignore it. It's okay that they have a fort bottom lane. It doesn't matter. They should absolutely be defending the altars right now. And right now, Leoric is okay. Well, never mind.
Well, Morgan's
Leoric
positioned to
kind
aim.
of does need to clear these sappers. He's right, actually. But even then, like, is being down there as Leoric more important than being up here? with
Waddle's getting on the Chromie, or what? Getting on the Jaina. Sorry. Ring of Frost goes out. Morgan's still really deep.
Morgan is extremely
Malfurion
deep.
may go down.
Course.
Ooh, silence goes out just for the... He's trapped in the zombie wall.
Oh my god.
That's gonna be the end of Morgan, isn't it?
Wait, no.
Isn't it?
No, dude, he's Johanna!
Holy smokes.
Morgan's Johanna is insane, dude. Oh, but
Greymane going down as well.
Butts got sniped by Crummy, and then the mid-tower shot him through that little alcove there.
He just marched the Black King to get his health back up.
It does have...
There he goes.
Here he dies. Morgan died.
Hey, the fight's over finally, but...
No pointer on the retreat. He's getting out. He's out of it, and he has so much health. This match is so back and forth. It's insane. Everyone's rotating top.
They're gonna go for boss.
Sure why.
Because they're gonna go for boss. I don't think it's the right... Well, no, they got 30 seconds before the tanks get up.
They have Jaina and Asmodan, though.
Right, so they can poke all day.
Yeah. They can't do anything.
I don't think they can do anything about it, man.
Okay, that was the right call then.
I think it's right. They needed to get it off the board.
Yeah, exactly. It gets it off the map. Because that was a potential win condition for blue team if they wiped red team. Right.
So
right now, what red
it's
team
anybody's
needs to
game.
do- It is. What red team needs to do, they need to get this fort back, they need to wrestle back map control, and they need to get these sappers. Blue team is making an offense. Oh my goodness, this is extremely scary.
This is extremely scary.
Lover just runs away though.
Well, I mean,
Lover completely saw it.
well, yeah, but would you have fought into it? I wouldn't have fought into it.
I wouldn't have fought into it, but I would have tossed down like my skills. You know?
Winions
I
are
would've
20.
well.
Winions are 20. This is huge.
Yeah.
And we did
I
see
would've
the March of the
absolutely
Black
done
King upgrade at 20. So when this goes off, it's gonna health drain everybody in range, which is a huge.
Ring of Frost goes out. Only hits
Varian's
Varian goes
down.
Escape goes very deep.
Skiko about to die.
He's out.
Oh,
He's away.
the blink
Alpha's
silence.
Extremely deep too.
By the way, rip
Lover's in trouble.
rip
Alpha dies.
rip blink silence. That's going away next patch too.
Oh yeah, dude. The scapegoat? Wow. Wow, Kieri with that clutch divine shield. Look at how much health she has.
She has nothing left yet.
She has nothing. Dover and Daffodil are gonna do their best, their absolute damnedest, to delay this.
Can they though?
This
No, I don't know.
okay. It looked like Johanna wanted to clear mid, but realized that he should just get. There we go. Yeah. I don't think they can delay this. Yeah, I think this has the potential to just be game.
I think you're right.
It looks like that's game.
That's game.
Dover runs in for one last-ditch effort.
Okay, so don't stop be Li-Ming, right? Really got some momentum going at this point.
That game was crazy. Like, that kept going back and forth and back and forth. So many momentum swings, so many tempo shifts.
I think Daffodil's Chromie is really solid.
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
I was impressed.
I felt like Winions had a huge front line, was going to be able to do anything, and Greymane was able to slip in there a lot more. And I thought, look, 68,000 damage, but only 2 deaths.
I thought for sure that Greymane was like, the moment Greymane went in, he was just going to get taunted, rooted, dead.
Right.
But that didn't happen. Okay, so I think Winions sort of like their draft went a little sideways. They started out with this strong like Leoric Varian mouth, right? Like very much like frontline delete kind of sort of thing. But they didn't really get much on the delete side. They ended up with Chromie Nazeebo. Right. Which is fine, but it's like insofar as like that kind of style of play, it didn't really line up. If you're going Varian mouth, you absolutely want some like really good, like strong, bursty follow-up on that.
Well, I think they had it, didn't they? I think they had it. It just wasn't executed as well as it could have been.
It just wasn't executed. Yeah, because you're right. Because they could have gone like with the Chromie, right?
Right, exactly.
Or with like a zombie wall. Yeah. I think it was there, it just wasn't properly executed.